Hi. Just had the MOT, the GS, and I'm now going to give it a quick service. It's everything by the valves really. I'll have to book it in at BMW for that because I haven't got special tools to do the cam chain and tension and not the tension but the cam adjustment and that. Last time it went in at 16,000, it didn't need adjusting, it was fine. And what they tend to say is if it doesn't need adjusting first time, once it's adjusted once, it's normally pretty good. So I haven't got a chance to get it done because next week is the Wales 500, which I'm doing, which will be my first ever competitive event at any motorcycle level at all. I've never done any motorcycle event before. It's, I presume, 500. It's 500 kilometres over 2 days. So I'm just going to give the bike a service because the service light will come on halfway through. So I'll reset the service light to 39,000 and I'll do the 36,000 mile service now, and I stick an extra oil and filter in every 3,000 on my bike. It's just something I've always done with all bikes really. So that's it. So it's spark plugs, air filter, oil filter, diff oil. I'm going to grease the diff splines and drive shaft and all that as well. Diff oil final drive, it's not a differential, is it? Air filter, oil filter, spark plugs, and then a final drive, and that'll be it. I've even cleaned it. Yeah, I know. I'll tell you what, hang on a sec, look at this. Let me spin you around. I use this, hang on. This is the Kayarcher, I don't know what it's called, I can't remember. It's a 12 volt rechargeable, or you can run it off a 12 volt supply pressure washer. Doesn't hold a lot of water, so I'll probably have to refill it 2 or 3 times, hence the big 10 litre, 15 litre bag there. Put water in it, you can put a little detergent in with it, mix it up, sprays out. I've got a brush attached before it, it's absolutely brilliant. So, right, it's not very good light, is it? Terrible. Right, moving on from yesterday. Preparation for the Wales 500. Wanted to service a bike, so didn't go 100% to plan, unfortunately. They're 2 tiny little M4, M5 button heads which hold the ignition covering at the front of the bike. So I want to show you. It's not very good light in here, unfortunately. I haven't been bothered, but these ones here, they both sheared off, both sides, or got seized. So one side I managed to get out, that side, cut the top off, drilled through the centre, kind of loosened the pressure off, and then put a mole grips off and finally got it out. The other side, the drill bit snapped. So that's not quite as good. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, not nice. Not nice. So I've tried to drill it. I'm going to drill it a bit bigger. Now I'm going to use JB Weld heat on it, fill it and retap it. I think that's the only way forward to do it, to be honest. Just check that lens is clean. It's not that good. So now I've got to put the oil in, which I'll do in a little while. I've also stripped the diff. When I say strip the diff, that's probably a bit of an exaggeration. Split the diff. I'll just put it back together and re-greased it. I've just realised I've missed a little nut on here, which holds the cable on for the speed sensor and ABS and all that swip. So I just got to whip that out, put that back on. And I've just got a little tip to show you. If you do this yourself, it's really easy. If you're just going to change the oil, it's really, really easy. You've got a nut under here, bolt under there. I don't know, I can't remember if it's a Torx 30 or 40 or something like that. I don't know, let's tell you what it is. I think it's a, let's have a look. It's that one, which is a Torx 45, the bottom one, and the top one's a 40 in here. It's going to be spinning around. Okay, in here. Now, if you look carefully, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but in there, you can just make out that's got some indentations, scallops, call it what you like in there. So when you fill it up, you want to make sure you can see them, because if not, it hits it and it will spurt out back unless you go really, really slowly. Okay, so what do I use for that? get yourself a cheap plastic syringe, 100 milliliter, piece of cheap pipe, I don't know what size it is, quarter or something like that, and then your oil, which is this one, Sintrax Long Life. And what you do is really simple. See if I can put this on the stand so if I can get this to work on the tripod. Oh, it's a bit wonky. Never used this tripod before. I normally use I normally use the quad lock, but I'm using the Joby one today. So what you do is put this, I'll have to set this back a bit because I can't see it, it's rubbish, all crap at filming. Right, take your Sintrax, like so. Try and do this while watching, make sure it's on the camera. You push the end of that into there and turn that up like that, and then you can just turn it up so, and just pull on your syringe and pull out 90 ml, 3 litres, right, 90 ml on there, turn it back up, doesn't come out, do this twice because it takes 180, then you get your bit of hose, okay, now let's have a look here, so we pick this up, and then all you do is, I need 10 pairs of hands here, put that into there, and slowly pull on the syringe, and it's really slowly. Have it at an angle, you'll see, have it at an angle, right, here we go, like so, and you just gently push really slowly, push that in, and you do that twice, and that's it. As you see, it's going in really slow. Where are we there? We do just general force. There's no point rushing it, there's no hurry. And that's it, job done, sorted. Right, top of oil. Something new this time. Oil cubes. Where I work we sell oil cubes for agricultural, but I've got some for the bike. So it's obviously easy to dispose of. The problem is you then got nothing to put your waste oil in. So I suppose they get the waste oil back off you then redo. Oh well, not to worry. Well, these come in 4 litre tubs, which is exactly what the bikes take, so it's ideal. Right, let's have a go at pouring it. If you're wondering what that is, that's a Harley Davidson funnel. I've had it for when I used to have me built, and it's brilliant for GS's. Ooh, nice and red. It comes out pretty red as well, actually. Bored yet? Well, I'll be honest, it pours really easy. It doesn't glug or anything. But I must admit, once you're done with it, it's like box folds flat, little plastic bag in the bin. That's it. Really neat. Like I say, you've got nowhere for your waste oil, that's the only problem. And when you get to the end, all you have to do, look close up, extreme close up, take it off, and it just literally The remaining glue runs down. Wait for it all to go. It's a bit slow, isn't it? But Sunday. And that's it. Save yourself a fortune. Now you can get, I buy a litre of that, so you can get 5 changes out of that and left over for the next bottle. I change about every 12,000 miles on mine. This is my big service, 12,000 mile service, so it's copper ring's okay. Screw it back in. Yeah, this is a big one for me. Plugs, air filter, which I've done, which is really, well, plugs are a bit of a pain. I just have to drop the engine bars down a fraction, and then it fits nicely. Then I can just squeeze out the plugs. They are tight, but I put them back in with one-handed. This is. Cameraman's took a day off. Yeah, I put them back in with loads of silicone around them. They normally come out fairly easy. I said I'd clean it. Didn't have a good job, did I? Look at that crap. Oh, not to worry. It's only going to get worse. It's going to rain quite a lot, so that'll probably be clean. It tends to clean up pretty good, actually. The LGS. It does clean up pretty good. You know, only needs a wipe here and there. You know, and that'll be fine. You know. Not an issue. Right, another job done. I've just got a top fill it with oil. Whip the oil filter off, which is a doddle. I normally do that with my hand. And then I'm just waiting for the JB Weld heat version to come up, which will withstand the heat. Then I'll apply that and sand that tomorrow night, because it's got to have a time as such to harden 8 hours. Then I should be able to drill it. I might try and see if I can drill a bit deeper and get a bit more in. And if the broken drill bit decides to come out, brilliant. If not, it's just going to have to be a slightly shorter screw. Just go steady with it. It doesn't take any stress. It does hold the front, the cover for the core sticks, and also the front thing. Right, there's another problem which we'll get to in a second. Right, put some electric on now. See what I'm doing. Right, next issue is tyres. I've ordered another Pirelli Rally rear, and I thought that I was ordered for a place called Tyres Guru, but it turns out to be My Tyres, and I've heard some bad reports about them lately. So I ordered it last Monday, so it's nearly a week ago, and it still hasn't moved yet. And they said it'd be here 5 to 8 working days, so it needs to be here by Wednesday. So if it gets here Wednesday, no problem. I'm going to fit it, because this is what I've got at the moment. Right, this is my worn out Rally. As you can see, it's got 6-7 mil of tread on that one. Now these are the Kenda Big Box, brand new. Whoa, 11 mil. 10 or 11 mil of tread on them. Front one, right, Pirelli Rally front, Kenda Big Block front. Totally different profiles. Shorter, fatter, wider. Don't know what that'll do, but again, brand new, still got plastic on it. And this is a really good condition Pirelli Rally front. Just done a couple of trips, not much. It's got 7 or 8 mil of tread on it. I really want to use this with a new one of these, because by the time I get to Wales, this will be shot, guarantee it. So that is my next dilemma. Hopefully it'll turn up in time. If it doesn't turn up in time, do I A, put this on, this one here, don't think so. B, put these on, tempting, but I'll have no tyre by the time I get back, I don't think. Or option C, use a street Rally. Brand new, done, not even done 1,000 miles. So now the question is, how much is on road and how much is off road? If there's 80% on the road navigation, then the STRs will do the job. But if it's like 50-50, I'd rather have the rallies on. First choice would be the rallies. Second choice, I think it's have to be the Kenders. And I'll have to be here Wednesday or Thursday night if the rally don't turn up and fit the Kenders. Right, next part of preparation is GPS. They have supplied me with a GPS power cable, which has a super seal fitting exactly the same as the Hexcan, but it needs to have a permanent light. So that's the next thing. Let me see if I can find a cable for you. I've got so much crap lay everywhere at the moment. I really need to tidy up in here. You know. Oh, here it is already. So we've got a super seal. So we have a super seal fitting, and then 2 battery terminals. Okay, and that runs up to there. Now they say it has to be mounted facing skywards so they can pick up the GPS. Kind of makes sense. So battery on the GS, as you know, is there. The question is, where do I mount it? Do I just run it back here, under the seat, nice and simple, out of here, plug it in under and just cable tie it to the top of this? You know, it's safe there. It's about the size of a cigarette packet, they say. They still sell those things. I could do that. Or I could run it up here and mount it up here. Don't think I really want to do that. But I'm ready. I've got quad lock on. I've got 2 or 3 different mounts, depending on how big a roadbook is. So that's ready to rock. I've got to put some cable ties somewhere, and I found a place to hide them nice, which are easy to access. So what else is left to be done for prepping? Well, finish this mess, which is this side, which is the JB Weld, which is on its way to us. So I should get that filled hopefully by this afternoon. I don't think it'll be hard enough to drill and tap today, but that's about it. Then it's just a case of, I don't know, deciding on tyres. I'm just waiting for tyres there. It's just bloody tyres. You know, when I've ordered tyres before, never had an issue, but I've never used my tyres before, and everyone says they're a pain at the moment. Whether this is because of Brexit, because of COVID, I don't know. But it's really annoying at the moment, so there's nothing much I can do. And it's just a case of packing. So this is the prep for the Wales 500. Right, a little bit further. The Amazon man has been and gone in his nice electric truck, and I have JB welded the hole. You can see it. Yeah, it's already there. It is. There. I'll drill and tap that. All it does is hold the cover on, so you could run without it, but you wouldn't want to. Right, here is the GPS power supply for the tracking system for the rally. So I've just tied that into the battery. If you're not sure, believe it or not, the stud is the positive, that's the negative. Looks lots on there, but there's not that much. I'll just put this rally on. There's one for the extra electric fan, there's one for the Hexcan, there's one for the heated clothing, and there's another one for another direct battery lead, which I have if I need to use a compressor, which is on all the time if I need it, which takes a standard cigarette lighter, which is handy. Yeah, so now I just got to find what route this. It has to be facing upwards apparently, so I could either mount it here on the rack somewhere, cable tie it to that. I don't really want to go up front with it. I don't really want to. I've got this, I'm not quite sure how big the roadbook is. I've got one to run it up here, or I can run it on this one, maybe across to there. I don't know. We'll see. I've got options. That's the main thing, is to have options. Okay, also I fitted these all the way from Alibaba Express. You know, I've got them really well. I'll be honest, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed with these. You know, for the money, 18 quid delivered. Bargain. You know, so that's that. So have a little bit of clean up in here. Got a bit of dust on there, a bit of spray, a bit of tree, a bit of debris. It's all in there really. And yeah, so I'm going to wait for that to harden before I drill and tap that. So now it's just a case of mounting that, and then it's loading for what I'm going to take with me, which will be much like a camping weekend, really. I think that's going to be it. It depends on the weather. If it's going to look like it's going to be dry and hot, the rally screen. If not, I'll put the standard GS screen on with my laminar lip thing, Touratech deflector, whatever you want to call it, on, because that setup works well, you know. So that's about it, really. It's just that bloody tyre issue. I just wish I knew when the tyres were coming, you know. All right, not to worry. I'm sure we'll sort something out. Right, final preparations for the Wales 500 tomorrow. I wasn't happy with how the JB Well held, basically because I put some Loctite in it and that reacted with the JB Weld, not good. So I've decided to remove the inner or older Touratech head guards and gone for an outer one like so. So that way the bolt is now solid in there and I don't have to worry too much about this. It's just sort of like, I don't know, it's got hangs there really. We'll see. Next stop is packing and see you in the morning. Fingers crossed for reasonable weather.